Hey, it's Becca. Welcome to my channel where today we're hanging out in the living room. Easy to think the last time I did a decorate with me in here, it was winter. I had the chairs by the window and the love seat up against the wall. So that's what it looked like then. And here's what it's looking like today. Not too many changes. Went ahead and took the love seat away, brought these two chairs in. So I am back to a 4-chair configuration. I've had it like this before several times, but usually with a round coffee table, not this rectangular one. Having the round kind of mirrors the shape of the chandelier, and it also helps soften all the lines in this room. It's a very engaging conversation area when I have the circular table, so I'm hoping that this rectangular one still does the same thing. Another little change is the blinds are back. I took them away a few years ago. The original blinds we had ambered over time because this room gets a lot of direct sun in the afternoon. And while I really liked having the open windows, it's nice to have these back because it really helps to cool this room off in the afternoon. I love how easy these are to raise up. There isn't lots of cords. You just push them up and then pull them down. I will link these for you in case you've been looking for something similar. And then one last thing I wanted to mention before I start decorating is the hide rug. This is the same faux hide that I have in our kitchen. It's my absolute favorite. And I really like it because it's beautiful layered over rugs, especially a seagrass. But as you can see, it's also really pretty on its own. And it's great for rooms that might have a little weird shape to them. In this case, it's because of this closet. This room, it gets a little tight if I try to put an 8x10 in here. So I feel like the faux hide works pretty well. Plus, it doesn't cover up the entire wood floor. All right, how about we start decorating right here? Went ahead and left the canvas. I love the contrast with the green paint. And then off camera, I layered this wreath in front of the canvas and then added in these pink flowers since, as I mentioned earlier, I do want to keep a few shades of that around for spring. Again, with simplicity being key, I'm just going to add these tall candle holders on each end, along with my favorite battery-operated candles. With simplicity being my goal, I'm tempted to leave it like this, with the larger wreath in the middle taking center stage, and then the candle holders at each end framing it. But I want to add a little something more. I've had these artichoke candle holders for quite some time, but I haven't used them or displayed them in a while. I'm not going to add a candle though, I'm just gonna treat them more like an accent piece. And while we're at it, let's see what this looks like in the middle. The only reason I might not keep it here is because the canvas is a lot wider than it is. Normally I like what's on the bottom to be wider than what's at the top. But I don't know. Let's just see how it looks. Now let's decorate the bookcase using items that I already have on hand. To include pictures in a couple of different sizes. Glassware. I found these jugs at Target in their dollar spot a couple of years ago. I have bowls and plates. I like the lattice design for spring. Little bit of artwork. This is from Etsy. I have this corbel, which I'm going to treat as a bookend for this pile of books. And lastly, a little bit of greenery. And now my symmetrical loving self will repeat the same thing over in this bookcase. Time to do something with the coffee table. First, I'm just going to add a couple of decorating books, but I'm going to turn them at an angle. And then I'm going to add this arrangement that I brought in from the kitchen right on top. Next, I'm bringing in this bowl. Love the detail on it. Placing it right here. And then to it, I'm going to add a few of these really pretty green and white porcelain orbs. I really like how the green is almost identical to the paint color that I added to the fireplace and bookcases. Almost done. Just need to cozy up the chairs a little bit. First thing I'm going to do is add in these pillows that are super comfy, very squishable, and hopefully add a nice cozy factor. And then to bring in a little bit of blush, I'm just going to lay this throw. I love the texture over the arm of this chair and one on the other side. You know what? As an afterthought, I'm going to add one of these small lumbar pillows to each chair, only because it's got a little bit of a pattern, and that might help break up just that solid plain white a bit. Now I know in doing so, this leaves you like no room to sit, but that's right. When you want to sit, just toss this to the ground. And then the last little touch will be bringing back this blanket ladder that I have. I'm keeping the white throws, however, I'm going to add this blush throw right in the middle for one last pop of color. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I also hope you'll consider giving this video a thumbs up, maybe share it with a friend, or even subscribe to my channel. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.